Lore! You finished rebuilding the pub. I just love what you've done with it. I'm sure Dad'll be thrilled to bits with his new gaff. Come on, let's go tell everyone the good news. Good morning, Vigilant Loner, Platty. Oh, Lore, do favor for me. Thank you, Lore. We're off to a good start, all right. When the gold rush hits again, there'll be so much metal pouring out of that mine you won't believe your eyes. And when Babs pulls on that cottontail costume, your peepers will pop out their stalks. I don't mind, Will. That's as may be, but I ain't stepping a single fishnet until you do everything Goldrox asks for first. Remember. Babs kind, Babs caring, Babs become dancing girl for me. Me not worthy. Don't worry, Goldilocks. I ain't putting myself out. I've always wanted to be a dancer like my dear old mom. The only reason I'm waiting is to get these wasters working. Speaking of which, a little matter of Goldilocks' other favor. How's that coming along, Laura? You're welcome. Hi, Crazy Norris. Hello, Zalok. Hello, Black Vial. Good morning, Sonic Doctor. I played a little bit offline. Not much. Did a little cleanup. Got a new suit of armor. And finished the bar. Except for one piece, which I saved for now. And in just a few seconds here, something else will happen. Maybe. Greetings, Shikor. But yeah, I agree, Sonic Doctor. This game is real good. Speaking of which, while we're waiting for this to trigger, so I was pondering two other potential positives. I'm going to go ahead and pencil them in for now, but one is the variety of the gimmicks of the islands, which, again, I can't really speak to until we're further in. But so far, I do like the variance between Island 1 and Island 2. The other thing, and I was thinking about this, one of the things I kept talking about as like a big deal was the progression mechanics. And how much I enjoyed that, and how much I enjoyed the... here we go. How much I enjoyed the flow that added to the game. So, I was debating if that qualifies as a positive then. I was curious of what you guys think. Okay. So, 57 coal, 10 iron, and I didn't see how much copper I got. That's weird. What is it doing? Hello, Takoida. Laura, you ain't gonna believe it. Exactly, Shikor. That's pretty much exactly it. Like, okay, to use a complete opposite example, Minecraft has no actual progression system at all. I mean, technically you could say it does, but it really doesn't. You pop into Minecraft, and the only thing that limits your progression is your personal knowledge. So you knock down a tree, make the table, make the wooden tools, use those to mine things, make stone tools, go get some iron, blah, blah, blah. It's all... There's no actual progression, per se. It's just when you get access to what. The progression here is more like, as you progress, you gain access to more tools, which give you access to more areas, but those are tied to story stuff. And there's also a degree of blueprint and recipe progression. You can't just make everything right off the bat. You can make things within a range, which is based on your current progress through the particular island. Now, if that was more limiting, that actually might drift into negative territory, but instead, it not only unlocks it here, but unlocks it in general going forward, right? So that helps to flesh things out a little bit. And of course, then there's the... Oh yeah, there's also the option... Oh, I already gave that one. basically, I guess to explain this in simple terminology, there is a power progression curve. It's just normally that refers to stats, but here it refers to variety of things you can build, both in terms of making the world and in terms of making items. Congratulations, Dakota. What the hell is my game doing? Hello, Dream Whisperer. Me become Copper Golem. Thank you, lore. Congratulations, Goldie Rocks. You're looking pretty dapper. Thank you, Babs. You happy, me happy. We all happy. But if no become Gold Golem, Golden Age no return. Need more metal. So moving forward, we need to push deeper into the mine. That's if there's any... We can worry about that later. For now, let's just be happy Goldie Rocks is swanky new look. The Copper Golem... Copper Clobber really suits you. Really? Really, really? Thank you, Babs. Me feel stronger already. Oh, that's cute to look. Okay, so... I don't know if you guys are noticing it, but some of the text isn't rendering. And that's on, like, even on my monitor, it's not rendering. So that's the game doing that. So we're going to go ahead and get a hard save in. That's why I'm penciling them in for right now. And we're going to go and shut this down. And fire something else up really quick. Just to test the rendering, basically. Something with text. That'll do. Shut up, Shikor.
Of course you follow me.
Damn it, Vigilant. No, bad Vigilant. There are very few games I know as well as the Mega Mans, but LTTP is one of them. Although it's going to be weird playing this without randomizer. I actually don't remember the last time I played this without randomizer. So this is going to be strange. I refuse to look, Vigilant. I refuse. I deny your thing. Well, no, what I'm testing, Takoida, is whether or not it's a problem with the physical hardware, or whether it's a problem with the Switch, the software side of things. Because if it's a cable issue, if it's a dock issue, if it's a capture card issue, if it's a converter issue, then I need to know. Now, it's not a capture card issue, because it's showing up on my monitor as well, but it could still be the converter or the dock or the cable. If I see no issues at all here, which I'm not so far, then it's probably actually the software. Which hopefully a reboot will have resolved, because it was happening like, it happened like 8 times in the brief time I was streaming. I guess I'll go grab this really quick. You never know, this chest might be worth it. Totally worth it. I'm gonna get up to Zelda, I think, and then we'll see. I didn't see any updates, but you never know. It's totally not an excuse to just play this again. Low battery. That wouldn't do it. Yeah. Low battery. Blah, blah, blah. I'll deal with that in a second. Need to get to Zelda. Zelda. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Let's see. So it was a donation from Vigilant for $3. So first of all, thank you very much, Vigilant. Second of all, I'm saving my Star Wars Episode 9 trailer thoughts for Lore Week. Oh no, this will be part of, well, the Zelda thing. Although I'm still debating exactly how I want to approach that, to be completely honest with you. Who here cares about future Zelda streams? Anybody? Whoops. I hit the button wrong. Oh, God. Not Takoida. What? I didn't know Takoida didn't like good games. I'm just teasing. That's okay, Crazy Norse. I know some weird, insane, crazy people don't like Zelda. The reason I ask is... So I'm at kind of a weird spot. Basically, I have to decide whether or not the future Zelda runs are put up as... Okay, how do I phrase this? Either we just presume the Zelda runs are funded, which they kind of aren't, or we go ahead and add them as new funding topics. And if we add them as new funding topics, then we have to decide how we bracket those. Do we do it per game? Do we do it per category? Okay, no issues. Let's go ahead and restart Dragon Quest, see what happens. And meanwhile... nobody cares about Breath of the Wild. I would consider Link to the Past a great game, personally. Whenever we do stream that, it's probably going to get a lot of pluses, just to be completely honest there. We're not doing a lore run of Breath of the Wild. In fact, honestly, we're not even going to be streaming Breath of the Wild again. We're done with it. We have streamed Breath of the Wild. I have nothing new to add. Oh, LTTP is easily in the art category, no question. Like, that's not even a thing. Is it loading? Yeah, okay, it is. Just making sure. Yeah, LTTP was the beginning of the Zelda basis, which only a few games vary from. Wind Waker? We did that about a month and a half ago. That's kind of what I was thinking too, Shikor. Hey, multiple save slots. How did they get yellow metal? Can you die in this game? As in D-Y-E? Apparently you can die. Mm-hmm. I guess that could be gold. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so now first thing we gotta do actually is go do this. Do this. Do this. Come on. There we go. Put these on the charger. This is exactly why I have this set up. If it'll slide on, there we go. There we go. Okay. So here's hoping that fixed it, because, otherwise. So now that he's copper. Go ahead and get the iron smelting going. So I'm in a weird spot. I don't actually have a lot to do right now. I could try to prettify the base, but screw that. Who cares about this stupid place? Am I right? You notice I walked out of town, Daedalus. Well, the first thing, if I was going to prettify, the first thing I want to do is fix the ground. Because there's just random smatterings of not dirt, not sand here and there. And we all know this town must be made of only one thing. Sand. Whoops, wrong button. Ah, still the wrong button. There we go. Until I hit bedrock. Although in this case, not very far at all. I can basically go down about 3 layers before I hit something I cannot dig. So I can't go down at all right now. Take all your hearts. There we go. I mean, I already have 2 buildings made of sand. We must have even more sand. Hyra, too. Okay. So this is... Where's the actual mine? There it is. So... What did we do? Here's hoping, Dream Whisperer. Because right now all I can do is make the glass component. But if I can make glass blocks later, that's going to be awesome. Damn it. Ah! I hope at some point I could break those rocks, because that's just becoming more and more irritating. And it was already irritating. Let's go see what we can make with our iron. Hello, MK Fan. They're actually doing the same thing for me tomorrow, MK Fan. So we'll be interrupted sometime in midstream tomorrow as people come by to do a sweep of whatever. FYI. Okay. So I don't know how much this actually affects it, but I'd like to assume it affects it a little. They actually did say that adding minecarts will increase their productivity. So I'm going to assume it is, in fact, going to increase their productivity. Ghost. Yeah, of course, MK Fan. Ugh, do you mind? Stupid enemies. I'm busy. I also have an itch on my temple. That's the weirdest place to have an itch, right there. Ah. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow! He crit me. I didn't know the enemies could crit me in this one. But now we know. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Oh, thank God, it's daytime. Well, if trains don't help, then I actually don't know what to do. So let's see what we can find out, shall we? Okay, now they're talking to me. So they weren't actually doing this last time. Oh, it's probably because of the fact that I finished the bar. Because if you remember, I tried bombing this and it did nothing. Lentil soup. Vomit. Looks like a dead end. Sorry to drag you all the way down here, Lore. But if me quivering quadriceps are to be believed, I'd say there's another tunnel behind us, Rocky Rockets. Problem is the stone looks too hard to crack. I don't think that mallet of yours is up to the job, or your rusty wrecking balls, neither. You're welcome to try, but I say we have a word with McGrog. See what old Glossy Bones thinks. Maybe Mr. Master Metalwork will be able to knock something around with that iron you found. Okay. Hi, Nymph. I think I like the bracket idea best. So what'd you guys say? How much would you hate me if I added in Zelda brackets for future runs? Ah, you found the iron. I take it the miners are able to work the seams now. A builder like you can make some useful tools out of iron. A metal mallet would break blocks better than that wooden thing I've seen you flailing around. But more importantly, what's the situation with you and Babs? What do you mean you don't know what I mean? Don't play dumb with me, laddie. I saw the look in her eyes when she handed you those shrooms on a stick. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not competing for Babs' affection with those hooligans. I just want to know what I have to do to get some of her delicious home cooking myself. So about those shrooms she gave you, are there any leftovers? Lore, is it me, or have you noticed whenever Bab comes up, people here start acting all strange? I haven't actually played it, MK fan, so I don't know. My copy of Dragon Quest XI is right there, still in the wrapping. Haven't had a chance to do anything with it. Love, you say? Never heard of it. Yeah, me neither, Malroth. If you find any, can you give me a bit? No. I mean, HK's quote is actually really accurate if you think about it, which is why it's so awesome. Hey, Snow Hermit. So you finally got your hands on some iron, huh? Making good progress down there. It won't all be plain sailing, I promise you that. Sooner or later you'll bump into a section of tunnel too tough for that wooden mallet. We'll need a harder hammer. And for that we need a smithy. I want you to make the walls entirely out of iron. What? But I gave you a sand smithy. It's right there. I even made a chimney and everything. Forge a sack, a pot, and a chest. Well, shoot. I have a choice now. I can knock this down, or I can just make another one. Probably Blackvile. That wouldn't surprise me. There is very little room in this area, too. I was thinking that earlier. Yep, I made a vow today. I'm actually going to drink when it says to drink. We did, actually, Dakota. They attacked from that way, down that staircase there. But this is the town limits. I guess if you mean like right here, I can build here. took all this time and effort into this stupid thing. Alright, whatever. Fine. So I'm gonna need... There, you know what? You go over there. You come here. Go there. You, come here. This is now my room. I was gonna rule on high as Sultan, but I'll live in the sand instead. Sigh. Well, that's as far down as I could go. That's already bedrock right there. One step down. This is what I was talking about earlier to Wilson. Okay, let's make this really basic. So... let's see how big this is going to need to be. That should do it. So that's going to be... that should be enough. Maybe. Yeah, I know. Sigh. Apparently that was not enough. Well, that sucks, because I'm out. So I've been wanting to test something for a bit anyways. So let's test something. No, I saw it too, Shikor. Damn it. That's kind of what I figured. Well, shoot. Yeah, I guess I don't have any choice. It's that or do nothing. Yeah, I don't want to mine iron by myself. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. It's also way up there and kind of irritating to even reach. But I have no choice. Excuse me, guys. See you around, Daedalus. Wow, that didn't even break the iron blocks. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's fun. Guess we could try up there. Hopefully that's enough. While we're here. This is still the only door I can make. Well, that's not true. I could actually make an iron door now, but he doesn't need an iron door. He just needs a tiny room with a furnace surrounded by metal. Sure. We should totally add a waterfall somewhere around here. Like right there. Just dribbling down into like a pit right here or something. Yeah, let's grab some hearts. Boom. Ah! Wait, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. Not that I'm aware of, Crazy Norse. Nope, I did not. How did that count? There's a hole. Good job with the new smithy. Sure. Ah, the smell of freshly smelted iron has never smelled this good. We can work great. Do good work in the smithy like this. But making ingots is time-consuming. We can be more efficient if we have 2 forges. Yeah, that's nice. Have you ever tried your hand at ironmongering? Well, I do hate Iron Man. Maybe the heavy metal paneling will provide some food for thought in that builder brain of yours. Just imagine forged iron clashing against solid rock. I know they say you can't rush creativity, but have you really not figured it out yet? Well, I've only encountered 2 so far, Snow Hermits. I don't really have a lot to say on it yet. So what do you mean, like, in general, MK fan? Like, just as a generic concept? I am very against live systems. I always have been, even since I was a kid. There's a reason I gave Mario Odyssey a plus for ditching the live system. Because games to this very day use lives, and it's an extremely outdated mode of everything that we should have outgrown years and years and years ago. The only reason it was even acceptable once upon a time is because people were literally trying to bilk you for more money. And that's sad that I have to say that in the same sentence as the word acceptable, but you get the point. That's what we're talking about, Crazy Norse. Lord, what the heck is that? Looks like your old hammer, but more smashy. Really suits you. Thanks, Balroth. The real proof of the pudding is the smashing. Let's go test that out on some unsuspecting rocks. But how come you're the only one who gets a shiny toy? I want you to make something nice and dangerous for me, too. Look, if I could, I would, but I don't have any patterns for you right now. So double check that. Yep, I don't. I do too, Dream Whisperer. A sledgehammer! Of course I knew you'd figure something out, Lore. A hardened hammer like that won't bounce off tough rocks, like that weak wooden thing. It's a fine sledgehammer you've made! I'm sure you'll be able to put a good use down to the mine. When I see you, sledgehammer in hand, it fills me with confidence! If anyone who could rebuild the pub already did that. And revive the mine, you can, Lore. There's something I've got to get off my chest. We've got to get the children of Hargon off the island. They've been running the show here for too long. No matter how many of us see the light and reject Hargon's ways, so long as their lackeys are still around spreading lies, we'll never bring the good days back to Crumbledon. The island is ruled by the Underseer, one of the children's top brass. If you can defeat her, it'll put Crumbledon back in our hands, and give Hargot a proper poke in the eye. Yes, now to make everything sound. Everything! Yeah. Yep, I can finally break the Umber, apparently. Watch your law. Urge you have yourself a sledgehammer now. Sounds like just the tool we've been looking for. Remember that rocky thing? You should go smash it. Lord, before you go... Yes, Babs? Take these. I made them myself, you know, in case you get hungry down there. Thanks. Those tunnels are cold and dark, not to mention dangerous. You and Malroth watch each other's backs, okay? You know, Weouts has a very good idea. We're definitely having some render lag. You seeing that? Jeesh. Actually, no. Let's go and get rid of those. I'm guessing you didn't hear my answer, MK fans, because I already answered you in full. Yeah, I'm kind of worried, especially since we just had a text render bug, which seems to be fixed, but we'll see when the daily thing happens, because it'll happen there if it's going to happen at all. Whoops, too far out. Yeah, I figured, Crazy Horse, but screw 'em! Okay, here we go. It's gonna happen any second now. If it's still buggy, I don't know what to do about it. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the short version. I think it's an old, outdated system that should be gone and not exist anymore. I think it's dumb, and it's a way to force money out of people's more money out of people's wallets. The only reason it was ever acceptable was because of the fact that it was trying to bilk people for more money. Give her on, lads! Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so... Okay, it didn't break, so that's good. That is the live system. That is the same exact system. It's literally the same system. And of course I don't get any for the Golem because we're not at that step yet. Oh no, that's super laggy. Look at that. That's like a full second and a half. Like tunk tunk and then there it shows up. Look at that. That is awful. I don't know what's going on with that. Nah, I shouldn't do it that way. I should do it the other way. I sincerely doubt it, Crazy Norse. I have seen some people talking about whether or not the game is lagging just based on whether it's an older Switch or not. And mine is one of the first-gen Switches, like the first ones that came out, rather. Sleep, MK fan, sleep. I actually don't know, Dakota. Like, earlier, those skeletons had no problem pushing through marble and dirt as if they were the same material, but there's not a huge amount of thickness variance between those two. But, I am curious of something. Who's that? Lumpy Umber. Starving. But yeah, in my opinion, MK Fan, there's no implementation of a live system, arcade or otherwise, that I could ever actually consider to be good. At best, I would consider it to be, well, frankly, a cheap form of difficulty. I'm going to need more to finish this the way I want to. There's a lot of slimes out today. Look at them all. Don't worry, we won't kill the she slimes. She slime, sea slime by the she slore. Dang it, I screwed up again. Ah, I'm never going to do it right. Oh, well. Try it. She slimes, sea slimes by the seashore. See, okay, the problem is, let's just be real for a second. The reason the live system exists is because arcades did it. That is the reason. There's no debating this, there's no arguing this. This is definitive codified fact, right? So, the reason video games kept using this is because a lot of the game designers were either copying from arcade system design or were actually arcade designers themselves. Now, that being said, there is actually another topic worth talking about there, and that's what I usually refer to as the penalty for failure topic. So any video game of any worth needs to consider the penalty for failure, because there needs to be, in my opinion, at least some penalty for failing in a game. In most games, I should clarify. Now what that penalty is, well, that varies very wildly, and it's also a thing that nobody can agree on. It's one of the more commonly debated topics in video game design, in my opinion. Penalty for failure is how much consequence there is for screwing up. So lives, therefore, obviously, can be a penalty for failure. They can be a method by which the player has to start over or lose, go back to the beginning of the level, losing progress, effectively, or something similar as a way of penalizing them for failing a jump, for example. So one could argue that lives, this is really laggy, lives do have a possibility or a reason to exist in a system that is specifically designed to penalize failure. And I can't really come up with a good counter argument to that. So, because the problem is that's going to be extremely case by case. Ultimately, in such a system, the way it's working is actually lives are then serving as a form of non-binary penalty. In other words, rather than starting the game all over, and there are games that do that in order to, and that's just almost universally bad in my opinion, but rather than starting the game completely over, effectively making every run a hardcore run, you just start over at the last checkpoint, or the last level, or the last world, or, whatever, something. So obviously there's a conversation that could be had about that. Is that good? That should be good. Ironically, I'm going to have to just teleport to get out of here. So we teleport 20 feet. There we go. Whoa! Just teleport straight through the wall, why don't you? Did you see that? Literally, I couldn't even move before he swung, too. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say something that's probably going to make me oust me as a casual who sucks and deserves to die, according to the internet, but, the most fun I tended to have in the arcades was either when the games were reasonably well designed, or when I had infinite play mode going. Like Cloud of the Stars over there, for example. He's reasonably well designed, so he doesn't have this issue. But what I mean by reasonably well designed is a game in which the game is a video game that you have to pay money to play, which I know, again, probably sounds weird, but trust me when I say that there are video games, arcade games specifically, that are specifically designed to rip money out of your pockets. Probably the perfect example of this is most racing games. Most arcade racing games, it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how well you race or how much you know the course or whatever. That does not matter because you will always run out of time. Right? In short, you're driving along like, yeah, woo, oh, and you're winning and you're way up front and nope, whoops, you ran out of time. And so you have to put in another quarter to get another 30 seconds of play. That's probably the most egregious example I can think of off the top of my head. But there are some other examples of that because, yikes, you know? Now, thank you very much, Cloud of the Stars. Much obliged this sub. And no, I have no idea how long this game's going to take. I've made a conscious effort to stop having as much fun with it so I could get through it quicker. But I still don't know how much game I have left in the game to go through. So I don't know how long this is going to take. It's a big game. Yeah, I've seen that too, Brigwin. There's also another good example of arcade games that are ruining, basically being scummy in terms of how they're trying to rip money out of you, is a lot of the shooter games, right? Like House of the Dead is a great example of that. Now, those games don't literally cheat, not like the racing games we were just referencing, but they are very clearly and specifically slanted towards you not being able to complete the games on a single quarter. And a lot of the bosses are designed to have a lot of attacks that you can't dodge, and then there's hardened rages built into them, and blah, 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 blah. Just a whole lot of crap, right? Just evening this out a little bit to really make sure that we have a nice, thorough wall. That's a hole. Let's fill that in. There we go. Alright, now we have a wall. No, we don't have lava yet. Sorry, Dream Whisperer. Yeah, I don't actually know if monsters use ladders, which is why I didn't do that. Exactly, Daedalus. That's why I mentioned the free play thing. I have beaten House of the Dead on free play. And House of the Dead 2 on free play. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's dump all of this junk that I don't need anymore. Get rid of that while we're at it. Fine. See you around, Cloud of the Stars. Ah, yes. So there's also a lot of side-scroller beat-em-ups. Now, what's funny about those is they're basically right in the middle of what I was talking about. So on the one hand, those games are designed to be difficult to the point where you're not really supposed to beat them on one quarter. But on the other hand, they're not as egregious or blatant. They're not as cheaty as the shooter games or the racing games. So the side-scroller beat-em-ups you can actually beat on one quarter. But by God, you got to know what you're doing. Like, you have to already know that game well, inside and out, and you have to play well to do it. Yeah, exactly, Blackfall. That's why I'm curious if they're going to be able to bust through these or not. Or if they can use the thing. We'll find out when they attack next. But for now, we need to go to here. Now, fighting games, that's actually an interesting one. Because fighting games vary on whether or not they cheat. Some games don't. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Killer Instinct doesn't cheat. Mortal Kombat 2 didn't cheat. But then there's a lot of the SNK games. Those ones really cheated. Like, really badly. Holy crap. That's an acknowledged thing at this point in history. I don't know if it was then, but it sure as hell is now. I see you to join us, Law. Why you brought that smug look, huh? We need what we need. It's a very particularly powerful. Yeah, you made a sledgehammer. Sounds what we need. Let's use it. Use the right button here. There we go. Now I have Dolomite. Street Fighter 4 apparently cheats. I'll have to take your word on that. I stopped playing the arcades in the 90s. Like, in general. So my experience is kind of outdated at this point. Anyway, so the idea of playing for a $300 emulator. That's an interesting idea. I will freely admit, if someone said, hey, Lore, here is a completely legal SNES emulator. It has every SNES game on it. $300. I would probably say sure for that. I'm probably one of the only people who would say sure to that, but I would say sure to that. Why not? Now, there's a lot of provisos attached to that. Is it a good emulator? Does it have proper save state support? Does it have the ability to patch the games? Does it have, basically it would have to be the equivalent of the existing emulators we already have for that to really be worth it. Hello. And it really would have to be everything. It would have to be the whole library. Well, let's see what the quest is. I have a butcher's at this, Law. It's wet stuff all over the shop. It's called water. Us miners ain't exactly the strongest swimmers. If we get swept in the lake, it'll be curtains for us. Sorry, we can go no further. Hang about, see those chains? Have a quick shimmy up and see where the water's coming from, will you? Try plopping down a few blocks, see if you can plug the leak. Sure. Easy enough. I got Dolomite. Now we head down to the lower level. Yeah, we're just now technically hitting the lower level. We've kind of been there before, but... yeah, thanks a million, Law. Now we can head over to the bridge without having to worry about drowning. I have a question. How did this big puddle get here in the first place? Ain't no puddle. It's an underground lake. Beautiful, isn't it? This mine's hid more mysteries than we can possibly imagine. The old tales tell of mystical temples, forgotten shrines, hidden treasures so valuable they're invaluable. These tunnels might be dark and deadly, but if the stories are believed, they're chock-a-block with adventures just waiting to happen. Sure. Well, let's poke around here a little bit. See what we got. Hi, Andrew. Well, I actually thought I saw a teleportal crystal out here, but obviously I'm mistaken. About a great many things. Yeah, guess I'm just an idiot. Huh. Oh, it's a statue. And it's my statue! Sounds like most colonial powers in general, Gum Gum. Yeah, you see my mentality, MK fan? Like, okay, let me put this into a bit of perspective. Hang on. So, on the Switch right now, I can't pull it up without closing it. On the Switch, I've got that, right? Now that has, let's see, Super Metroid, Link to the Past, Mario World, Mario Kart, Breath of Fire 1. I think that's kind of it as far as worthwhile games. my point is that would not be worth $300, for example. That just if that was all I got out of it. Even though those are some good damn games, that still would not be worth it to me. Oh god, there's something we could discuss during Halloween. Colonialism. Came up on Discord just yesterday. Go figure. Is that iron? Yeah, that's iron. Okay. Ah! If you could add your own games? I suppose that would depend on... This is going to sound weird. Exactly what the limit to that is. I'd already collected plants. Look. It's just this stuff. There's nothing here. There's nothing here! Are you friendly? Friendly! Need directions, Gooman? It's easy to lose your bearings in these tunnels, but if you goose your map, you can see which way to go. Friendly slimes are the best. I mean, I don't have anything else to add to it, Gum Gum. It sounds like they are a colonial power. Most colonial powers don't actually have a lot of direct oversight externally. The main amount of oversight, and I know this because I looked this up recently, is the specific amount of who and what they can trade with. Basically mandating that they always interact with their main... I can't remember the term for it. Something pole. Ah! Cotton! That's what that is. I actually thought I was picking up stone for a second. Because of the icon. Unfortunately, it looks like there's not that much. At all. Any weaknesses? Other than the usual, no. It sounds like they wouldn't have as much trouble with colonial powers wanting independence, though. Since they're all ants. You're welcome, MK Fan's mother. You want a $300 gift that's worthwhile? Pick up a Switch, if you don't have one. I know, that whether that's worthwhile or not is going to depend on what games you like. Like, I'm not sure, that this is not calling him out or anything, but I don't think Takoida would get value out of this like, say, I do. I mean, this is just the games I have installed here. Hang on. So we've got... Yoshi's Crafted World, Dragon Quest Builders 2, Mario Odyssey, Celeste, the NES and SNES libraries, Gunvolt Striker, Azure Striker Gunvolt Pack, Ace Attorney Trilogy, Blaster Master 0, 1 and 2, FF8, FF7, FF9, FF10, FF10 2, FF12, Mario Maker 2, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Cadence of Hyrule, Collection of Mana, Bloodstained, Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Let's Go, Into the Breach, The World Ends With You, Final Remix, Dragon Death, 20XDX, Civ 6, great version of it, by the way, Regalia, City Silence, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Super Mario U Deluxe, Mega Man Collection, Mega Man Collection, Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man X Collection, Stardew Valley, Tetris 99, Octopath Traveler, this game sucks, actually, Smash Ultimate, Mercenaries Saga, Mario Kart 8, Mega Man 11, Kirby Star Allies, Undertale, Shantae and the Half Genie Hero, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Street Fighter Collection, Shovel Knight, Dragon Quest Builders 1, Hyrule Warriors Definitive, SteamWorld Dig 1, SteamWorld Dig 2, SteamWorld Heist, and Sonic Mania, Golf Story, and Mario King plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. All of those are awesome games that I highly recommend. What the hell is Dark Mode? Hypax. Yeah, the Civ 6, the only downside of the Switch version of Civ 6 is it's missing expansions. But I do actually recommend it. It's one of the better ports to Switch that I've seen lately. Like, from PC games ported to Switch. Cities Skyline is an okay port, but... Whoops, I got turned around. But Civ 6 is an actual good port. I'm pretty impressed with what they managed there. New enemies. Malroth! 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 Help! See, Malroth here is playing the role of Pax. He's the deeps. Normally I'm the healer or the tank. I'm actually neither at the moment. So I guess I'm just worthless right now. I'm actually surprised the colonies have a say in who they can go to war on. That's pretty unusual. That's true. I am usually pretty worthless. I like to say that if I died, nobody would even notice for like a week. At best. Be like, huh, he didn't show up for stream today. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, this is all you, Malroth. No, really. This is all you. I can't do, like, anything here. That's actually a good question. But I think, based on how it looks, and this is just presumption, it looks like anything... Wow, that was really strange timing. Based on how it looks, anything I gather... Get some good rest, MK fan. Anything that I gather goes to Pax. Like, it's his world, so it ends up in his chest, so to speak, right? Anything I pick up and use just gets defaulted back to him after I leave. Now, I'm not sure of that, but that's how it looked to me based on what I saw. Like, for example, and this is something we were thinking about doing yesterday, except Gary was like, eh. Okay, apparently I could just flat out steal stuff from Pax and be evil. Never mind. But we were thinking about having them both join me in my island to help build it up off camera. But Gary wanted to play Guild Wars, so we played Guild Wars. We're actually getting more iron than copper now. Nice. Still not a lot, though. Could certainly use more. Holy crap. Run. Run. Yeah, aggro him. He's not even touched. Okay, now he's touched. He has a little bit of damage. This is when I'd hit fast forward. Oh yeah, they would have to have fast forward for the emulator thing we were talking about earlier. And frame by frame, and ow. Malroth, why aren't you attacking him? That's the flame breath. Yep. Run. You got this, Malroth. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Run! Well, the Copper Sword isn't enough of an upgrade to warrant getting rid of the needle yet. I'm thinking the next weapon after will be good enough to finally get rid of the needle. Dragon mail. Sure. Well, I do have a dragon scale. One dragon scale. Where are we? Ah, I see where we are. Not really, Gum Gum. I mean, it's probably not, Andrew. Just taking a peek around while I'm here. Yes, Grandgeist. How'd you know? All is planning as he has foreseen. There's another mini-boss, which I'm not going to fight right now. See you around, Platty. See? Now even Platty's leaving. You can tell I'm being a terrible streamer when Platty's leaving. God. No, they're just ants. It all makes sense. I've already described their government pretty well, I think. What is that? It's just a basin of nothing. Good night, MK fan. Have a good one. No, I don't like calling it an army. That doesn't make sense to me. It's a survivalist organization. Or the opposite of a civilization, if you prefer. Hey, Cord. Hello. What is that? Where are we? Okay. Depends on the rest of the galaxy, Gum Gum. Or planet, as the case may be. As I said earlier, the problem is a survivalist organization is always going to basically win in a straight-up conflict with a non-survivalist organization. Unless the non-survivalist organization gets its act together and basically starts making some compromises. But a survivalist organization also will never go anywhere. They'll never develop, they'll never advance, they will effectively stagnate. Because all they care about is existing. No fine art projects here. Listen, I'll light the beacons when I'm good and ready, yo. Hopefully. Let's get rid of all of this crap. Fine, I'll fix the rail. Hang on. I guess. Give me a minute. Oh, I see. That's cute. I might as well grab the spares while I'm here. Damn it. Interesting. No, yeah, that's good design. Absolutely, Shikor. I've often said one of the aspects of good level design in general is making sure that your player can't basically lock themselves into a corner. Like, you can't plan for everything, of course, but, you know, you can plan for a lot. Go away. Thank you. Or he's still here. It's daylight. Go away. Apparently it's a horrible day to have a curse. Aw, okay. Yeah, I meant to ask. I never actually got a chance to do the old flash points, or whatever the hell they call them. Were they any good, Dakota? And one of the things I discovered very early on as a GM in Dungeons & Dragons is that the players will come up with all sorts of things that you super did not think about. Of course, I am told the exact same thing when I am a player and it's a game someone else is GMing. Why did you do that? What was the first thing that came to mind? Why? There it is. Okay. Because I am me. And you gotta say it all ominous-like. Come on, Andrew, give me your best ominous voice that I can't hear. That's true. If we just had a nation of clones, like Endless Space, we would be cool. There you go. Perfect, Andrew. See, that is a survivalist mentality in a nutshell, Gum Gum. That's a perfect example of what I've been talking about. Hello, McCool. Oddest decision I recall from campaigns? Oh, jeez, I don't know. They got up to so many shenanigans in the Primus campaign, I barely remember all of them. Uh-oh. Crikey on a bikey! More monsters! And they're from the Children of Argon! What are they doing down here? You gotta do something. Don't let them touch me. Okay. See, that's why I still have the needle. Right there. There's no way a copper... That's the other reason I have the needle. There's no way a copper sword is going to be worth more than that. Stealth in a battle mech. That's just such an interesting idea. Lovely jubbly. Did I ever... I didn't. I'm sorry, Vigilant. I just realized I never said thank you. Thank you for the donation, like, forever ago. I have it up here. It's to Empire at War. You were talking about the Star Wars trailer, but I never actually said thank you. Thank you. God, I'm terrible. Bad news is, I think they're onto us now. I know what that lot's like. They're sure to set their sights on the pub next. But if they so much as spill a drop of me jigger, they'll face the fury of the likes of which they ain't never seen in their worstest nightmares. Oh, that makes sense, Dakota. You do that for us, right, Maro? Don't give me that look. Come on, let's keep moving. We've made stonking progress. We can repair more of the track. Okay, got it. So now we need to add the track. And Babs will dress up in a fancy rabbit suit and all. Cool, blimey, I think I might be going hopping mad with excitement. This is getting a little bit sad, guys. I'm starting to think they haven't seen another woman in 20 years. Anyways, as I recall, you used to be able to ride the Minecraft from near here all the way up to the top. Right, let's get this railway up and running again. Okay. Yeah, it is. Now, this section of track got 2 lines running parallel. We better fix both, eh? It's a tricky job, but it shouldn't be a problem for our railway expert. I mean, we've seen like 50 females at this point. Okay, that's an exaggeration. We've seen like 15 on 3 islands at this point. So yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, Dragon Quest has plenty of women. This is not a thing. Out of how many men? I have no idea. 7,342. Warning, this is not a real number. Interesting. Oh, leave it that. What kind of nincompoop would build a minecart with track leading straight into a wall? Hang about, that ain't no wall. The bearings bite, we should be right boo here. Yes, I know, I get it. I already figured that out, thanks. Oh, I don't know, Cashel. I mean, in general, there are usually plenty of both genders represented in the Dragon Quest games, especially if we count just town NPCs. Yep. I was actually kind of guessing this, because I saw this earlier from the other side. See? Shortcut. Get. Why do we have 2 track lines, though? That's confusing me. Yeah, no, main character-wise, males outnumber females, I'm pretty sure. Not counting the ones where you can choose your gender, obviously. Whoop, it... Why not? Sure, let's go ahead and fill this out. There we go. I mean, I probably wouldn't make 2 lines here if I wanted to, but the game probably wants me to fill both lines out. And I got the track to do it, so why not? That's one of the lines mended. Now we have to do the other one. What? That's totally mended. Guess I missed like one spot somewhere. Ha! Okay. I'm not actually sure how that happened, but sure. let's try that again. Ahem. You single-handedly reconnected the entire rail network for the upper level of the mine. Tractacular work. Yay. Thanks for fixing up the railway, Law. We've had a few scrapes on the way, but we finally got the whole top level of the mine back in action. Well done. Hang on, if our job's done, where's the gold? Isn't that what Goldilocks needs to get his strength back? Told you before, didn't I? The mine's absolutely huge. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. So if we want to get our hands on the shiny stuff, we gotta go deeper. We're going to head down to the bowels of the earth? Sounds like the real adventure has only just begun. You said there's some kind of long-lost, evil, haunted temple, right? I can't wait to see it. Whatever floats your boat, mate. I know what me and the lads want to see. Babs! Naked! But we're not going to get that in a Dragon Quest game. At least I hope we're not. I already had to deal with one horrible episode about sex today. I don't want to deal with another one. Historical context. For anybody watching the VOD, today was the day when Let He Who Is Without Sin went live. Lord Malroth. What? Word about town is you've got the tunnels back open. That's marvelous. Never doubted you for a second. Thanks a million. Once the metal starts flowing in, this town will be buzzing back. You see. Come on, let's go tell Goldilocks. I did... You do favors for me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, everyone. The pub, it's bleeding gorgeous. With a swanky gaff like this, and their local miners will be digging up more metal than we know what to do with. And Babs is going to become a dancing girl, too. It's celebration time. Oh my goodness, all my dreams coming true at once. What are they doing? Still, our work ain't done yet. All we found so far is copper, iron, and a bit of coal. All the gold and silver must be buried much deeper. There's more than just metal down there. Tales tell of a mythical treasure. And hidden temples. Maybe you'll be the one to find them. Nah. Aw, I need 2 more dragon scales and gold to make that weapon. You know what, here. Just make that easy. So you got all the tunnels back. Not back for a spindle-shanked sprog. Now our output's bound to go through the roof. Next evening report can't come soon enough. But more importantly, we're getting closer to the legendary day when Babs become a dancer. I need to pump me pecs and tone me traps so she notices me. She's not going to. Babs become dancing girl soon. What the? Goldilocks, are you earwigging again? Get off it. No, can't help it. Me too big. Get in people's way. Stay here, listen and watch instead. Me like Babs. Like to hear about Babs. Maybe marry Babs one day. Marry her? Cold blimey. Got some stiff competition. Gotta train harder than ever before to get muscles bigger than Billy Brick biceps. Thank you again. Oh my gosh, for your favors. Thank you, everyone. If we keep going at this rate, it's only a matter of time before we strike gold. Literally. Oh, Babs, you melt my metal heart. Your heart was stone a few minutes ago. I ain't as kind as all that. The only reason... Well, that sucks. The only reason I want to turn y'all back to Gold Golem is so the Golden Age will return to Crumblebon. Me understand. Bab's dream, my dream too. We bring back Golden Age. Can get married! Let's leave the lovebirds to it, Laura. You and me should head back to the mine. All these stories about treasure and temples got me fired up. Yeah, you should take a look, but before you go gallivanting down the tunnels, let me thank you once again. Thanks. Oh, you know what this means? No. Pub's done, tunnels amended. We've done what Babs asked, so it's time for the main event. Babs. 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 Hang on. I need to look something up, because I have a really weird feeling here. Damn, I was right. Oh, wait, no, I was wrong. We're okay. Whew! I was getting my characters confused. Alright, keep your air on, Digby. I can hear you. We've done everything you asked us. It's time to put your dancing shoes where your mouth is. God, dude, really? Little overt here. A promise is a promise, I suppose. Sorry, lads, I ain't quite ready yet. Something's missing. Something important. Don't go worry. I want to see myself in a cottontail costume as much as you do. I'll give you a shout when I'm ready. She is super manipulating the hell out of these guys. What do you mean something's missing? You wouldn't happen to know about this, huh, Lore? Huh? Why are you looking at me? Bab said there was something missing. Some important reason she can't become a dancing girl right now. What's the rabbiting on about? Something missing. What could she mean? I think I've got an idea. I reckon it's because we miners aren't muscly enough. If we beefed up a bit, Babs would be back in toe-tapping mood in no time. What's that? You think I'm barking up the wrong tree? What are you trying to pull, huh? I don't see you coming up with no bright ideas. This is the best I got. Now then, before we start bulking up for realsies, we'll need a pump station. So we need 2 dumbbells, 2 mining tools, and 2 towel rails. At a fanciness level, each room has a fanciness level. This is new for us. Changes depending on the furniture. Uh-oh, monsters. This will be interesting. Can they go up the ladder? Well, anyways. Let's see. Where should I put the dumbbell station? I guess I could start building down. Yeah, I saw that, Malachor. I saw the leak, rather. Didn't see the community going nuts. I'm actually surprised they're making another Arkham game in general. Yep, you will remain unstabbed for now, Crazy Norse. For now. Let's put it right here. I'll be well, no, I shouldn't be fancy. I told myself I wasn't going to have fun, and I meant it. Let's just build and get it over with. Where's the sand? There we go. So, let's do it right here. Yeah, but only a 1-star fancy. I don't know if I'd go with unplayable, but it was very buggy at launch. Yes, Crazy Norse. There. Yep. Okay. So there's the edge of town right there. The Dalish? Nothing I can share in polite company. Yeah, I actually got a console copy of Arkham Knight just because of the issues with that game. Alright, so... I don't think I have anything I need yet. I'm right. Hey, Baronessa! Holy crap. Oh god, you're down in Chile, aren't you? I hope you're okay, Baronessa. Legit. Maybe you're not in Chile. Maybe I'm misremembering. But either way, holy crap. It is good to see you. We'll get gold. Don't worry. Once we have gold, we'll build our house. On high. Like you do. Damn it. Well, that's awful, Baronessa. I was remembering correctly then. I don't suppose getting out is an option, Baronessa. Probably Crazy Norse. I would if I was them. That didn't change the fanciness at all. God dang it. Jesus. This is why I need to just take over the world, guys. Just fix all this crap. Alright, what can I do to add to fanciness? What, sand isn't fancy? What? Oh, spoiler would be awesome, Baronessa. Like, legit. She's actually probably, I'd say, my second favorite Robin overall. Behind the obvious one. Wow, that didn't change the fanciness at all. Holy crap. Yes, she did, Malachor. And that was an awesome storyline. As much as I hate to get rid of my sand motif, I guess I have to. No, I have not, Bernessa. Is it any good? God, that barely changed the fanciness level at all. We don't want much fanciness. Obviously, he's lying to me. Fine. You want fancy, I'll give you fancy. The question is, how much politicking is there in it? Because, I mean, can it really be called a Dune board game if there's not a lot of politicking? Who did she play, Malachor? Yeah, I'm just gonna drop Queen Elizabeth into the middle of the room. Here! It's fancy. God. So if they're gonna start requiring fanciness, there goes my ideas for a sand town. Yeah, I don't have any particular hopes for the new Dune film, but we'll see, I suppose. Nice, Baronessa. That does sound awesome. So I can't help but notice they don't say how fancy things are. I was hoping there'd be a tooltip for fanciness level. That actually might qualify as a negative. That's like one of the first convenience features that don't exist. Did you know I did a rumination on the old Dune movie, Dream Whisperer? But in short, the old movie sucked. In my opinion. Yeah, you can press minus in a room, but that doesn't help me, Zalot. See, what I want to do is I want to make something fancy. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll make floor that's fancy. Which floor's fancy? Is it the adobe wall? Doesn't say. Is it the iron block? Doesn't say. There's no tooltip here indicating fanciness equivalent or fanciness level or anything like that. Now, it's possible it's in here. Nope. Still doesn't say it's in here. So, yeah, no, that actually really sucks. That really might qualify as a negative. Depends on how big fanciness level gets later. Actually, I should use the other thing for this. Where is the... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't begrudge people enjoying the Dune movie. Because why not, right? But I can't call it a good film. It's the Dune movie. I was gonna say, if there's a tooltip for that, sure. We'll see. Right now it's only irritating at this exact second, which isn't a big deal. Watch, this is actually less fancy than sand for some reason. You know, that ghost is like, how do I get in there? Can you guys let me in, please? No. Really? Only 2 times? Wow. In CK3? Ooh. That's actually a good question. Because you know what I'd like to improve? That's obvious. That's up to you guys, Malachor, not me. As I say many, many, many times, I don't decide what I premiere run. You guys do. However, right now, pretty unlikely. It's not a very funded run. It's up to, like, I think $14. You can check on the website. But it's not high. Why do they need mining tools? Eh, whatever. Here's the... There it is. Wow, that is basically no additional fanciness on top of what I already did. Huh. Okay. That's true, Harian. Thank God for STO. Okay, hang on. Damn it, Bragwin. I don't have silver yet. There. So apparently the lanterns are tons of fanciness, despite the fact that the braziers weren't. Anyways, thank you very much, Bragwin, as always. And yeah, Baroness's choice for what she wants to put that towards. Well, slap me a bap and call me Margaret. You made a pumping station. Thanks, Law. As I'm sure you've noticed, you have to put a bit more effort into it if you want to make a room all fancy. I'm not saying this just because I like living the high life, but if I was you, I'd try to add a little bit of fanciness to every room you make. No. God blimey, I nearly forgot. Babs. Babs. Oh yeah, I should explain what I was thinking of earlier. I thought that that Babs Bunny was Lola Bunny, and I was going to be irritated if they were going with that pun. But no, Babs Bunny was the one from Tiny Toon Adventures. Lola Bunny was the one from Space Jam. Look, Babs, I got us a pumping station. You got it, Baronessa. Give me a moment to jot that down. We'll have the massive muscles you're missing in no time. Then you'll be all set to hop into that cotton-tailed costume. Oh, Digby, you silly sausage. That ain't it. You're muscly enough already. Why don't you and Laura put your heads together? I'm sure you can work out what I need. Oh, my God. No, no. Ah. What are you looking at, Laura? Don't give me those eyes. Rip. What am I going to do with these people? Ah, Laura, the others have been kind enough to fill me in on the situation with Miss Babs. What do you mean you don't know who I am? I'm Serge. I came when you rang the bell. I remember you. You were the jackass. You ought to be glad I did. When it comes to the fairer sex, these uncouth brutes haven't the foggiest. But I'm rather in touch with my feminine side. I know precisely what Miss Babs needs before she'll don that leotard. A private chamber in which to change. Put yourself in her place for a moment. Would you feel comfortable changing your attire in this mire of testosterone and triceps? No. Now, I heard you're rather dab-hat when it comes to drafting blueprints. Maybe you could design such a facility. A lady deserves a flash of elegance, so make sure a plant pot and a gladiolus. FF15 joke. You can find such flowers at the watering hole northeast of here, through the valley. Pray, pick them gently with your gloves. Okay. Time to make Babs' bedroom. Oh, one more thing. Make sure to do a nameplate. Now I can make a dressing table. Technically I have one already, but I just now got the access to that. Oh, her room is big. Jeez Louise. I'm running out of space. I might have to just demolish this room, which I've been thinking about doing anyways. How many of these do I have? 5. So one of the things I'd like is to be able to do more politicking. Like, okay, let me just name a really simple objective I'd like to do in CK3. I reach out to a lesser noble of some other guy, like a lesser vassal, and I'm like, hey. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, listen, I will grant you an additional title in this domain if you assist me in this plot on killing this other dude. And he's like, sure. And then there's like a built-in way to just kind of have that happen. Or you could choose not to, depending on if you want to, and then plot to kill him instead. You know, something like that, right? More options. I want more options. Yeah, more intrigue, more backstabbing. More politics, damn it. More! I think I am just going to get rid of this. Yes, Selok. I wish to backstab all of them. All of them. Yeah, I want to make the Klingon Empire in Crusader Kings 3. Another thing I'd like is for monsters to appear near the base. Yeah, exactly, Takoida. There's no direct one-to-one I make deal with you kind of a system, which I would really enjoy. I wonder if they'll just go away eventually. Because they can't get in. Yeah, but the favor system is vague and ill-defined and doesn't really track properly, and just... It's a band-aid instead of, you know, what I actually want. And I'm starving, apparently. Oh, God, I don't have much food. Oh, I know, Hariant. That's always irritated me a little bit. Like, they even show a bit of that scene in Emissary, and it's like... I cannot see that scene in Emissary now without thinking, yeah, he just had sex with What's-Her-Face and died from it. Yep. That's a real thing that happened, canonically. See, that makes the monsters in my book, Cord. All sex must die. No, she just Jamaharoned him to death. That's not my euphemism. That is a direct quote from the episode. God, I hate that episode so much. I actually found it amusing that Huthor thought I just didn't like it because it was an episode about sex. No, it's a bad episode, in my opinion. As I think I covered fairly thoroughly in the Lamentation. Yep, they do actually run away eventually. Okay, I was wondering. It would be more accurate to say that lore is against juvenile. Just juvenile behavior, you know? And that is Let He Who Is Without Sin in a nutshell. Sex! Tee. That's pretty much the episode. In addition to bad writing, bad acting, a very poor, like, A-plot, B-plot, C-plot, D-plot structure. Just, ugh. Bad episode all around. Yeah, T-E-X, exactly. I just gotta hate that crap. Alright, so... Good. Get this out of the way, too, while we're at it. I usually call that childlike and childish. Childish is the negative one. Childlike is the positive one. Which sci-fi series deals with sex the best? Gosh, let me think about that for a minute. Yeah, not Star Wars, and not Star Trek. I was thinking Farscape, but honestly, Farscape doesn't do all that much better either. Farscape also tends to avoid the topic, though, which actually I'm okay with. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all, right? Oh my god, someone kill Hariant for me, please. Mass Effect? See, the reason I'm debating Mass Effect is, as weird as this may sound, Mass Effect doesn't actually cover sex all that much. Which, I mean, it's fine, it's just... Oh, hello, I do have one of those. Thought I did. So I need... God, I need a lot of stuff. Embracing Eternity. Embracing Eternity is PG sex. I think that's the simplest and easiest way to put that. I should probably put that down. Mass Effect does cover reproduction as part of world building, which I'm down for. You know, world building is important. Detroit Become Human. No. Absolutely not, Cum Gum. I've actually looked into that. That was... Someone actually went out of their way to point out to the person who was like, oh my god, it's a sex game, that it's not. And I believe to this day, if you look up the reviews of that person's book, the reviews are filled with negative reviews saying, oh, sorry, I heard it was a terrible book, so I decided to give it a negative review. If you're not aware, the person in question heard the game was a sex game and therefore went on national television blasting it for being a sex game. We are talking Mass Effect 1, yes. Yeah, it was also Fox News, also known as Go to Hell News. I know it's kind of a common thing to bash Fox News, but by God, do they deserve it. Whoops. So we're going to put the nameplate there, and the plant there. So let's put the nameplate here. Well, I can't put the nameplate first, yet. Let's do this. And then let's put this, and then let's write. This is Babs' room. It's Goldilocks' room! What I find weird is this is actually a useful thing, right? Like, this is a useful map or info. It shows who can equip weapons, like Macho Chap there, and what weapon they have equipped. Babs can equip a weapon, too. And it shows, like, whatever the desert course is and hard targets. I don't know what those are, but it's just, there's info there, but you can only pull it up if you do this. Just a weird thing. Yeah, Fox News, the running gag, basically. It'd be funny if not for the fact that, you know, they have caused a lot of actual, real damage in their career? I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's gotten so bad at this point, I actually saw a Fox News truck relatively recently, just a few days ago, and my first urge was to spit at it. I didn't, because I don't want to be rude to the guy who's there, but I really wanted to. Hi, Fuzzy Duck. Alright, everyone stab Fuzzy Duck for me, would you please? I would say they are worse by far, Gum Gum. Like, by a large margin. Am I going the right way? I overshot it, apparently. Pay attention, Lore. Oh, good. I did leave a few of them alive. I've been here before, if you'll remember. I guess I can just warp back. Ah, get these hearts out of my way. There's a really fine line in between things like freedom of speech and then perjury. Or not perjury, sorry, wrong word. Libel, which I think is print. And then there's... I can't remember the other one, which is spoken. See, I can't speak to the other networks. I haven't seen the other networks' news channels. I have seen Fox News. Defamation, thank you. Yeah, there's a nice little legal line that's been danced back and forth on that for decades at this point. Spiffing job on making such splendid chambers for Babs, Lore. Are you sure this is what Babs is after? If you've gone and got my hopes up for nothing, I'll never forgive you. Babs, Babs. Oh my god, he's like a sick puppy. Oh, you built the room free. It'll be perfect for getting into my new Cottontail costume. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Nee. Way to trick you lot. I'm gonna go get changed. But doesn't she need the outfit? Oh, Lord, I never knew a mere building could conjure such excitement. Such anticipation. Gather round, everyone. I have something important to share. I hereby renounce my membership of the Children of Hargon. I shall become a cotton tailor and make the most dapper apparel for dancing boys and girls across the land. Shut it, will ya? No one gives two shakes of a fat rat's rear end what you do with your life. Not when there's more important matters at hand. Babs! I can't even see her. Hang on. There we go. She actually is in the bunny outfit. What's funny to me is several of the bunny outfit is like a regular NPC outfit in the Dragon Quest series, so sometimes you'll just see random villagers dressed like that. I've never seen anything so beautiful. We're done with destruction. The children of Argon are one. From now on, we're going to be builders, just like Lore, because we saw a girl in that outfit. Sure. Babs, me want see Cottontail costume too. Babs look very pretty, most prettiest ever. I think she looked better before, but what the hell do I know? So this is the famous Cottontail costume, is it? She looks a bit tougher than before. Maybe it's the new horns she's sprouting. Thanks, lads. I'll be the best dancing girl this island's ever seen and make me old mum proud. Me sense monsters. Many monsters! I should make some weapons. So let's see. It looks like we can do 2, maybe 3? 4. It looks like 4-ish weapons, if I'm reading this right. Let's go make 4 weapons really quick. If I have the materials for it. Which I don't. Hang on. Let's just do a little math. Make a little love. And get down tonight. Look, we don't question these things, Gum Gum. Ever. Your village acquired stripper. No, she doesn't take any clothes off. So that's more of a cabaret thing. I think? Let's cook up this dragon thing, see what happens. Fine, I'll only fix the toilet, though, if I can make it out of sand. Oh god, it has to be 2 wide, doesn't it? Because we don't have any 1 wide things. That is a lot of night soil. My god. That's something I could have done without knowing in my life. Favorite moment in South Park? Other than Scott Tenorman eating his parents? Let me think about that. Whoops, that's whatever. What did she troll, Baronessa? There we go. No, what's good lore building is that they used to just go to the bathroom wherever they needed to, and then they would make it vanish, Gum Gum. That's good lore building. This is sarcasm. Alright, so Babs, you get one of the good swords, obviously. And who else can fight? Looks like he can. And he can. And can the blacksmith? Yep. There we go. Yeah, it looks like this guy can also fight as well as the previous guy. So let's go make another sword if we can, which we can. Babs got the first one, Blackplow. Look, all I'm saying is that that's not the dumbest thing J.K. Rowling has said. And that's saying something. I think that's everyone. Okay, so. Bad news, lore. Metal Mickey here was right. There's an army of monsters approaching. I don't know if it's the pub they're aiming for, or Goldilocks himself. One thing's for sure, this whole thing reeks of Children of Hargon. How are our weapons? Yep, I gave them swords. Yep, we're ready. Let's rock. I technically gave them better swords than I have. Gotcha, Baronessa. Then what is what, Gum Gum? Well, what do you got? Oh my god, the big ones are attacking. Duh, the big ones are one-shotting the wall, too. Death to the big ones. If I could move. There we go, one big one dead. So there you go, the big ones can destroy the wall. What's the worst part of her lore building? Oh, jeez. So many options. Her Twitter account. What are you doing, dude? I can't even go over here. Neither can he. Oh, whatever. We didn't need the golem involved either ways. Shame we don't have any spikes this time around. I guess I'll get involved. Yeah, you guys got this. I'm gonna chill back here. Yeah, but he could just fall. Come here, dude. Oh, whatever. That's okay, Andrew. He doesn't need to be involved. Nobody likes him anyways. And certainly not Babs. She definitely doesn't like him. She likes me best. Ow. Yep, our super abs and our super trips and our super... Oh god, we're gonna lose a lot of people here. I can't make it yet, Dream Whisperer. I need to kill 2 more dragons first. Oh, hey! There we go. Wow, yeah, he hits hard. Holy crap. Yeah, you guys got this. I'm just gonna chill over here. I mean, he's a golem, and in Dragon Quest, golems are actually usually pretty high tier, so it makes sense that he would, in fact, be high tier. Yeah, no, I'm actually having trouble coming up with something worse than the crap thing. I know there's something worse, I just can't think of it. Like, there were like 5 things in a row she did there for a bit, which was just really dumb. Yeah, some kind of ranged weaponry would be nice. Whatever, as they say. Alright. Mashing all these monsters, making us tougher and tougher. Hey, don't think it's about time we came up with some kind of super attack? We can really show these monsters who's boss? Standing here thinking about it's not going to do us good. Let's just do what comes naturally and see what happens. Ultra Destructo Death Move! Pwah. That was brilliant! Whenever we get really fired up in battle, we'll unleash it on some unsuspecting monsters. Now the question is, what should we call it? Laura and Maros' effortlessly graceful and decidedly deadly cooperative attack? I like it. Next time we've built up a power, just let me know. We'll introduce this co-op de grace thingy in all their faces. Co-op de grace. Or excuse me, co-op de gras is actually how that should be pronounced. Sorry. That might be worth upgrading too. Maybe. Did you see the symbols in the robes and shields? Those are monsters with the children of Hargon, alright. Who else, eh? Once we started building here, it was only a matter of time before they came to put a stop to it. I expect this is just the start. Me remember. Remember who turned metal to stone, who turned me to stone. It was Underseer Madusa, excuse me. She controls the island. Sounds like the Brynja Bad Boon we beat back in Furrowfield. I guess I'll have to take her out, too. Madusa, dangerous. Turn me to stone. Take away power. Want power back. Need gold. Need gold. Gold. Boy, you're not going to believe this. Me and a couple of lads was digging away in the tunnel and we hit some kind of metal none of us have seen before. Why, that's a clump of silver. Silver. Me become silver golem. Get power back. Let's do it. First we turn him into a silver golem, then we become gold. Okay. Sure. It would seem an accursed builder is in our midst. What do you make of him? I've picked out worse from under my toenails. We will not disturb the Underseer with such trifles. Agreed. Now is not the time to obliterate them. Let us bide our time until they've built this ramshackle hamlet into a thriving town, when there will be more to destroy. Hargon would approve, but we cannot let this heresy go unchallenged. What say we send in the troops now and then? Keep the scum on their toes. Yeah, that would be delightful. Have fun with your little blocks builder, for it will not last long. Dun, dun, dun. I imagine it will, but you're right. I probably should try that. You know what I'll do? I'll probably put an iron layer on the outer edge of it. See what that does. You know, I figured this would be a sufficient ramp, since it is literally a ramp. But yeah, I'll add some staircases to it. See if that'll work it out better. Oh, too high to jump down. Well, let's see what happens. Let's try something here. If I were a Sith, who would be my master? Malgus, Plagueis, or Dooku? I suppose I'd go with Plagueis, since he has the most of a brain of that trio, and is the least likely to betray me for what is effectively no reason. What the... There, let's see if you can figure that out next time. Listen, if you didn't betray him, he was going to betray you first. That's how that works, right? Right? If that doesn't work, I can add more width later, Crazy Norse. Because right now, I've got to add more to the wall. I apparently need a lot more iron. One moment, please. Well, the first thing I'd do is I'd be like, alright guys, here's the thing. No more betraying each other for no reason. Anybody who gives into the dark side in a bad way will be immediately executed. We're here to use the dark side to help people, damn it. And they'd be like, okay. And then they would try to betray me, and then I'd kill them. And then they'd try to betray me, and then I'd kill them. And after I've killed like 5 or 6 waves of betrayers, they might start getting the hint of, okay, maybe we shouldn't try to betray him. And then we'd be cool. Shades. Yeah, I should probably get the quest while these irons are smelting here. I mean, I actually agree with that, Baronessa. If you think about it, the funny thing is, well, there's not a lot inherently light side about a few of the Jedi codes, but I have to say it that way because there's like 5 Jedi codes, but anyways. Won't become Gollum, but no gold. Only silver. Find gold. Will gladly help. How much silver? 3,000 lumps. 3 bleeding thousand. Yeah, but a laugh, ain't ya? What's this about? A couple 100 lumps would make a bigger difference, you know? Sorry, me be more accurate. Miner find 1 lump, so need 2,999 more. That better? Don't listen to him, Goldilocks. We'll find all the silver you need. We'll dig until our fingers and toes bleed. That's not a good thing. Easier said than done. You don't understand the mental strain of working underground all day. It takes more than a few glasses of Digger's Jigger to get over that. We have a pub, though. How could we have a bigger, better bar than... Okay, fine. A swimming pool. Sure. A pool? Oh, that'd definitely get me in the mood for mining. Quick dip after work and relax me aching muscles and get me ready for the next day's digging. Yeah, it sounds like just what we need, but how are we going to put something like the town's cramped as it is? Just call the boys. We'll clear a space easy. What about them rocks over there? They ain't doing nothing useful. Let's smash them up and make place for the new pub. Alright, let's do it! Listen, you're crazy, Andrew. Why be efficient when we could be stupid? It's the politician's way. Who would have thought removing a few rocks makes such a massive difference? We got plenty of space for a new gaff now. Yeah, sure, I'll make this new bar. Swimming hole bar. Which apparently has to be right here. I was going to position it differently, but... Oh, that's huge. That's why. Okay. Okay, that's going to take a while. Good God, look at that. Is it a bar? Is it a pool? All I know is it's swanky as. With a gaff like this to come back to, we can relieve the stresses of digging down to the darkest depths. Lore, have new favor. Third favor, build silver bar, make lovely pub, miners get more metal, lots metal. Top-notch poolside like this will be a big boost to the miners' morale. They'll bag more silver and gold than you can shake a stick at. Only thing would get us going even more is if someone did the Crumble Dun Rumba for us. The Crumble Dun Rumba? It's the island's traditional dance. Treating the miners to some fancy footwork is sure to raise their morale even more. Not that I'm asking anyone in particular to take the stage. Fine, I'll do it. Oh, she'll do it. If it means Laura and the lads will get more metal, I don't mind. There's some kind of stage on the blueprint, right? It'd be a shame if no one used it. Besides, I'm a dancing girl now.
Babs always kind, always want to help. Me want see Babs dance.
Oh, y'all, says Goldilocks. Never said I'd do it now. The stage ain't even built yet. Once the pub's finished and I've had a chance to practice my moves, then I'll dance for you. In the bunny suit. Because I like Malroth's response here. Not this again. Do any of these idiots actually want to get the mine in working order, or are they only interested in gopping at girls? I'll give you 3 guesses, Malroth. No, because he didn't die, Gum Gum. So the next mission's sorted. Think you get more silver? First you need to find a vein, and then do this stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Goldilocks, how can you help us?
Cannot help you. No help available. You are all damned souls and damned bones. Here you have problem. Hard rock problem. Me help.
But scared of tunnels, can no go alone. Lore right on shoulders. Okay. Alright then, let's head down to our spot. Well, I got my first mount. That's right, Goldilocks, you're nothing but a mount to me. Okay, that's a lie. He's cool. I wouldn't mind a mech suit. I wouldn't put it past Dragon Quest either. Yes, I know I'm not going the way the game says to go. But screw it, I got a golem right now. Interesting area. Ooh, hello. Death to the mountain and to the living. Alright, we'll get back to this. I don't get the impression this song wasn't meant to be played for this long. Because I'm screwing around and exploring. Where does it want me to go? Whoops. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. Here? I guess I'm just gonna have to find it manually. So I guess it wasn't where I was. Unless I was going the right way the whole time, in which case... I guess we'll just find out, shan't we? Oh my god. Well, thoughts? Anybody? Let me try over here. That's a no. Going to town? I mean, that is where the quest marker is, in town. Which is just confusing as hell, but whatever. Okay. Sure. Why didn't he... Okay, I'm not even gonna argue. Whatever. Whatever. No real preference. Come. If only I could get through that wall. Want to punch, but scared to miss. You tell me how to punch. Okay. Rocks, no laughing now. Still weak, but not rest yet. More hard rocks, maybe. Deja vu. No, can't move. No strength left. Okay. Copper body, too weak. Must rest. Now that you've knocked the walls, we don't need you anymore. We're just going to try and jump on you and fail over and over. Oh my god. Check this thing out. What do you think it could be? Maybe we could use those massive chains to climb down. Nah, we'll just jump. This pit's the deepest place anyone's ever been. Miners included. I don't want to know what's waiting for us down there. I'm betting it'll be silver. I was going to check the house first anyways. Copper's pretty weak in real life. In fact, a copper weapon would be next to useless. Well, there's some beds, which I will take. And now I have a real bed. Yay. Yeah, tin is actually surprisingly rare. Which is funny, given the whole, you know, bronze fixation. We have a whole age named after it. Get a load of this place. This is one big cavernous cave. Do you really think there's silver and gold in these tunnels? Probably. I'd love to find it, but the sheer thrill of expression's got me rooted to the spot. Or is that fear? Either way, I can't stop shaking. Hang about. It's another Naviglobe. Don't forget to activate it. Unless you're a troglodyte. Speaking of tunnels, there's a big one. Yeah, listen, we fall. We really needed that tin, so we're going to invade all of Britain. I mean, do you blame them? Yeah, I saw the new shrooms. And the glowing things. Ugh, fine. Shine apples. And glum guns. Grab a few while we're here. What, are you kidding? I already found El Dorado like a few weeks ago. Frog stools. Which you can make antidotes with. Grab a few of those. We also got malachite while we're down here. That is not the Imperial way. As we all know, the Imperials are very anti-lootists. Oh my god, Shikor, really? Aw. Yeah, that's always the problem with calling your organization Empire. The entire rest of the world has a very different definition for that word. That's okay, I don't mind. I'll be the weirdo. What? Oh, blimey, I thought you'd left me. Can't see nothing. Anyway, my abs are going absolutely haywire, so there's got to be some silver up ahead. If only you could make some light happen. I got darkophobia. If a monster jumped at me, I'd have a bleeding heart attack. Sorry, you and Maroff will have to handle this one. Don't your abs detect metal? I mean, it depends on how much they need or want the gold, Gum-Gum. Countries in real life have done far worse things just to get some gold. Excuse me. As explained in the Disney documentary, Pocahontas. Mine, mine, mine. Nah, I'm actually really boring and normal. Sorry, guys. Ask anybody who actually knows me. They'll be like, no, he's a totally unmemorable guy. Uh-oh. There's an enemy. Actually, the literal definition of an empire is different than that, Dream Whisperer, but I understand that that is how people use it in modern parlance. Well, it's easy, Lord Aramont. Cority is an Imperial, and thank you very much for the sub. Much obliged and appreciate, sir. Thank you. If you happen to know where you want to put that sub for future streams, let me know. This place is lit up good and proper now. You're a lifesaver. You're welcome. Oh my god. Ah! Talk to me. Now this tunnel's lit up bright as day, we can have a proper butcher's at what's down here. Maybe we'll find that silver we're after. Malrock said he wanted 5 lumps, right? God blimey, it's dark. Huh? Watch out, Lord. Something tells me this is the kind of place that children of Hargon hench monsters would hang out. And so it is! Who could have suspected this turn of events? By the way, someone remember the number 26 for me, please. What is empire if not tortured ambition? Wait. Wouldn't it be like tortured civilization or something? You got it, Cority. Give me a moment. There we go. So noted. Yeah, it's like the word dictator, Dream Whisperer. Dictator is actually a very neutral term. It just refers to a single point of power. But most people use dictator as a negative because of the connotations that have been built up over the years. It's the same thing with the word empire. A tyrant is someone who is an evil dictator. But you get the idea. I think we found some silver. I don't know about you, but it looks pretty darn silvery to me. Well, let's get the warp point first. I mean, who needs gold anyways, right? Yeah, Rome did have elected dictators, which actually worked out surprisingly well for them. I'm not sure if there is an actual term for a benevolent dictator. There probably is, I just don't know it. Emperor! No, I'm kidding. So we probably didn't get any silver this haul. Yep, no. Dang. Oh well. I was hoping to get there before that, but whatever. A lore runner. Yeah, it's this fictional concept, Lord Harrimont. A benevolent ruler. It's a cool concept. More bombs, jeez. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. No. Oh my god, Shigor. That's silver, isn't it? Once we collect enough, we can take it back. Yep, that's nice. Fine. Much I hate to waste my bombs. I only have so many of those, you know. Put that away, put that away. Leave those there. Where are my bombs? They're there. I only have 52 bombs left. Alright, you rebel of rotten roustabouts, get your pickaxes and get the silver. So now we can add silver to the reports, which we haven't done yet. And yes, we'll get to see Babs dance. Yes, there's a Naviglobe there. On the off chance you haven't figured out what Naviglobes are used for in the last 3 islands, let me tell you about it. Why are you still following me? Whatever. One of these days I'm going to make a setting, another setting that has sand ships in them. Because I've always loved that idea. And by always, I mean ever since I first saw it, which was actually in Xenogears. But yeah. Well, clearly they need to get good, Crazy Norse. And yeah, a sand submarine is also an idea I've thought of for a long time. Anyways, you did it, didn't you? You found a seam of silver, just like I asked. Well, the miners should start making silver. It's been abandoned for years. They were excavated before our fathers were even a twinkle in our grandfather's eyes. Nobody knows what's down there. The children of Hargon's grand temple lies deep within the caves. Legends tell of menacing monsters, bizarre buildings, goodies galore. Now you got some silver to work with. You can make some treasure yourself. Oh, I know, Gum Gum. It's to use a modern example, it's like the idea of, oh, hey, we can level up. Let's go and do that. Well, I suppose I shouldn't talk about that off Halloween, but it's like saying, make such and such great again. Anyone who's hearing that statement right now is going to think it's a Trump joke, but it's not. Trump himself was actually just stealing the phrase from Reagan, who himself was stealing it from I forget whom. It's a pretty old concept, but now all everyone thinks is Trump and joke. And that's just how culture goes. New things rewrite the old. Which is why I keep insisting on calling myself an Imperial. Because, damn it! So we can make carpet, fancy carpet, gold brick, gold tile, adobe window, golden brazier, dining table, round table, connecting couch, cactail, fungus board, fungusborg, meat feast, fun-sized fountain, and curtain. I can listen to the sound of the bell all day long, I tell you. It's so inspiring. Like, so you have him inspiration himself, you can make all sorts of stuff. It looks like we brought a new miners, too. That guy... Okay, never mind. Never mind. How about go say a good hello to the new people? Okay, hi, new people. We was just minding our own business when we heard this funny ringing sound. They're all the same freaking... When we heard this funny ringing sound, we couldn't help but follow the noise. What's all this, then? You're building a town? You're mining again? The children of Argon won't have this. We won't let you get away with... Oh, my days. It's a beautiful woman. Must say no if we disobey. But hormones. But woman, love, clouds. My pecs are telling me to stay. That's not your pecs, buddy. Who cares about Argon and his band of buffoons when we can live with such a gorgeous girl? Alright, we'll do it, as long as we keep the mind nice and quiet. Argon will never know better. A second six-pack of miners moved into Lore's base. I added on the vine-apple vine that you reached old abandoned pit in the mine, thanks to Goldirox's superhuman strength. Still, at the current rate, it'll take Bleeding for ages for them to dig up the silver. We gotta put him a wriggle. We gotta get him to put a wriggle on. And there's one thing that'll get them fired up, seeing the silver bar take shape. So, for starters, how about connecting the bar itself? 5... Yep, okay, sure, whatever. Start building the bar. Well, okay, if I must. Dude, I'm pretty sure she already is Black Vial. We're just the help, you know? I mean, my god. Other than the usual, no. Ah, Gum Gum. Is that the one where they, like, decide to stay on the island or something, Shikor? Like, yeah, we'll go along with it. Or is that the one where they all die because they leave? Or something? God, I don't remember. Let's go invent some new food here. So that's a 1-star thing for that. Okay, sure. And that's a 2-star mushroom. Okay, so it's basically just the same food, but better versions. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I need stuff. I need silver is what I really need. Can I make any of this now? I guess I could do a little bit, so let's see. Let's get the ladders out. Let's get the barrels out. I mean, I do tend to be in favor of people actually being good at their jobs, Savicom, so make of that what you will. I mean, if you really want me to talk about it, when I say the word Imperial, what comes to my mind is basically me. Now, I know that's incredibly egotistical, but to explain what I mean by that, like, if I was to summarize everything that I believe in one word, it would be the word Imperial. Respect, tolerance, understanding, honorable conduct, caring about intangible as much as tangible. Trying to be measured and reasonable, making sure to take good care of things, good maintenance, good upkeep, progressiveness, trying to move forward. That's what I think of when I think of Imperial. Oh yes, and strong, but not too strong, and peaceful, but not too peaceful. A lot of moderation going on there. I'm just waiting for the iron to finish, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, efficiency, that's another one too. Trying to do an actual good job. I think the original intent for me, this is going back an extremely long time, is an idea. So, imagine for a moment if you were looking at, I don't know, no, pragmatism is unrelated. Pragmatism is the focus of the tangible at the expense of the intangible, and the more you do it, the more you get it. Anyways, so I might as well sleep until day. I don't want to build with a ghost. A weakness of the Empire's justice system. I mean, if something happened to the judges, yeah. It is a single point of failure, or rather, they are singular points of failure. There's several of them, obviously. Where is the... There it is. So I need so many of these. But I can make all of them. And I can make infinite of those, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Now, what Takoida says is true. That's not what the word Imperial means in literal English, but I guess I don't care, admittedly. I mean, I'm sorry, but the harsh reality is that words don't actually mean just about anything as they are literally presented. This is what we were talking about earlier. words change both usage and manifestation over time. And I'm not actually joking or being facetious or even being stubborn on this one. The word imperial really does mean all those things to me. To the point where I have to occasionally remind myself that other people don't think of it that way and try not to use the word that way. The only real exception being when people are like, hey, you know, what political party are you? And I usually say in a tongue-in-cheek manner, oh, I'm an imperial. However, it is, of course, worth noting that, you know, in the interests of good language, I should probably come up with a new word that means all that, which I have. Vek, V-E-K. Or Vikaran, if you want to have the adjective form or possessive form. Alright, let's start placing some of this iron, shall we? God, this is going to be a big one. Okay, so... looks like these ones? It's only one high? Hang on. I keep double checking. Yeah, it's only one high. Okay. Whoops, that's not the iron. What the hell? I suppose if I was to be silly and stupid, I would say that I would like a future in which the word imperial means the things I mean it means, and not the things that it literally means, or the things that it is connotated to mean. All three of which are separate definitions, by the way, because language. And then, how far up does this go? 2. Fascism doesn't even actually have a definition. No, seriously, look it up. There's no actual definition for fascism. People can't agree on what the definition of the word is. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people, when they use that word, they're thinking bad government. But that's about it. Hot Fuzz provides one. Yeah, exactly. As Takoida says, fascism is literally used as another word for Nazi. That is absolutely correct. Whether that is accurate or not is a lot more debatable, but that is how it is used, which kind of goes back to my original point. Looks like the entire back wall. 3 deep. You know, I have a phrase that I don't like to share all that often, Sovicom. It's basically... you know what? I don't want to share it. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, World War I is pretty much the big reason. I've actually studied this. World War I is the big reason why imperial is used as a negative word. You know, the breakup of the empires. And, you know, the empires were bad things. And, I mean, they were. I don't want to disagree with that. I actually once heard someone say that the definition of an empire is any organization that rips resources out of another organization to feed itself. And I just was like, wow. I get where they're coming from. 3 in. Wait, is it 3 in or 4 in? It's 3 in. And that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. Wait, how deep? 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here? Yes. Right. Did I get their spot right? I did. Okay, so then... No, they're not technically wrong. This is really making my point overall for me. That words mean a lot of things. Oh, I didn't actually realize the arrows where I am. Holy crap. I am very stupid, apparently. Whoops. Unlike the, oh, what was it called? The Dietry. This is probably going to be a bit of a thing. Nope. I have, in fact, seen the new Star Wars trailer, yes. And we'll be discussing it during Lore Week, whether I want to or not. It looks like a 3-1 back. Yep. I mean, if you want to, go for it, Hazardous. I'm just not going to really respond much, because I'm saving my thoughts for later. I swear I saw some ladders. Ah, there's where the ladders are. Yeah, tickets are available for sale, too. I need to get working on that, actually. I don't even remember the poster off the top. Oh, because the CGI on Palpatine looks cartoony and stupid. That's the big reason why. No, it's one out. Is that silver? Yeah, that's silver. Hmm. Rip some happiness out of people really quick here. Pwong. Which one, Malachor? Okay, so I think I've done all I can really do for the moment. Let me double check here. Because I can't really do... Well, I could do the ladders over there. Congrats, Hazardous. I have to negotiate with someone who has a new child, and 2 other people who have jobs, and myself, in order to figure out when we're going to be able to actually go. So we'll see on that one. Where's the... Do I not have... I don't. What the heck? There we go. Probably Malachor. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, Dark Empire... I'm probably one of the only people I know who actually defends Dark Empire, and even I think it's just okay. I've never even heard of that Gum, so I guess that's my answer to you. Deck chair, barrel... What? Oh, okay. It's like, what? What? Yes, mine more metal. Give me more stuff. Rip more resources out of other nations so I might profit from it. Let's see. Where are those? Okay, that should be easy enough. Oh yeah, that's another thing that Imperial should mean? Does mean? Being giving. Net export, to put it into simplistic terms. And the pub sign goes over here. Well, I'm going to need silver to really actually finish a bunch of this, because a lot of it is under silver. I don't even know. Do I know how to make light boxes, or do I need to go salvage those? Where's the barrels? So, that's going to be... Is that? That's the right of it. One, two, three, 1, 2, 1. Mental gymnastics, Lord Harrimont. Actually, it's a basic level of simple association. That's all it really means. So those are already there. I still need those up top, but I can't build those until I have the silver. Well, there's 4 types of colonialism. I can actually talk about that because I just looked up all 4 types last night. There's, God, and of course I don't remember what any of them are. Hang on, I was just looking this up. Yeah, there's exploitive colonialism, which is exactly what it frickin' sounds like. There we go. So we got settler colonialism, exploitive colonialism, surrogate colonialism, and internal colonialism. So, the only 2 that really matter there... Oh, let's see how the iron does. Is settler and exploitive. Settler is exactly what it sounds like. They go and they colonize. Exploitive is exactly what it sounds like. Okay, these guys suck to fight. Oh my god. Depends on the type of prison colony. Like Australia, for example, if I'm not mistaken, would qualify as a combination of settler and exploitative, to use a direct example. Alright, let's make some silver bricks. Speaking of silver. Now, the official definition, I'll go ahead and read it right off the page here. The settler colonialism involves large-scale immigration motivated by religious, political, or economic reasons. It pursues to replace the original population. So, and it does actually list Australia as one of those. Then we have exploitative colonization. Involves fewer colonists and focuses on the exploitation of natural resources or population as labor to benefit the metropole. That's the home country. This includes trade posts, larger colonies, etc. The Americas, Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, French, and British empires are all examples of this. Now, the funny part is none of that describes a colonizing power, which I actually find kind of amusing in its own right. Let's do the ones up top, get that over with. Four? Yeah, 4 wide. By the way, in case you're wondering what a colonizing power is, it's a power that colonizes an area. In other words, the key distinction is how many people are there before you go there. You know, if we were to colonize Mars right now, for example, then that would be a colonizing action. The real problem is there's not a lot of examples of that in real life. Because most of the times, by the time people got to the stage of colonizing, there were already people there. So, you know. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, fine. Is that it? That is it. Yeah, there's basically a couple of islands and some tracts of some areas that qualify for, you know, real colonizing in a real life sense. Which irritates the hell out of me because, you know, colonialism and colonizing are both described as very horrible, evil things for good reason. But there's no real definition in any significant thing for being a colonizing force. Because such a thing is so unheard of when it comes to real life fiction, or real life history. That's the flagon. Do I have the flagon? Obviously don't. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, that is technically true. We did colonize space. It's privatized democracy. Duh. God. I didn't forget the sword. Well, originally, Tequila, the answer is obvious. Communication. Like, obviously, you know, back in the day it was already hard enough to communicate across, you know, France, for example. But communicating from Germany to, or excuse me, Germany, from Britain to the United States, that was a big friggin' deal. So, they basically ascribe different political and economic standards to them because of the fact that they effectively have to manage their own affairs, thanks to communication. It doesn't really apply these days in the same way. Like, if we were to colonize Mars, I'm pretty sure we would have fairly quick communication with Mars. Even now, with the tech we have currently available to us. What are they doing? You know what? I don't care. Starship Troopers government is a fascist. Wait, there's no such thing. Oh yeah, imperialism. Hang on, let's look that up. Let's get the official definition going on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, imperialism is a policy or ideology of extending a country's rules over a foreign nation, often by military force or by gaining political and economic control of other areas. In short, imperialism is expansionism. It's just specifically anti-foreign expansionism, whereas expansionism can be something that is, you know, at the, you know, in a vacuum. To use a fictional example, because I prefer to stick to fiction, the Romulan Star Empire and the Klingon Empire are imperialistic organizations. The United Federation of Planets is an expansionistic power. Like, the Federation colonizes all over the place, left and right, but uninhabited or terraformed planets. You know, settling, in other words. The Romulan Star Empire and the Klingon Empire, they don't do a lot of colonies. They conquer. So, 12 silver. Oh, that's not a great haul, but whatever. That should be enough for now. Here's your favorite song of the game, guys. Listen, Conquest is fun and all, but... Oh yeah, I need to go fix the railroad. I'll do that while I wait. Ah. Where's my... Yeah, there. That is probably the idea, Hazardous. Whoa! Crap. Maybe one of these days I'll fill in all the holes on these platforms. I will stab you so hard, Shikor. In 10 years, you'll be like, God, who stabbed me? Conquering another nation is conquering another nation. But that would qualify as imperialistic, yes. Like, straight up. But I prefer to call it expansionist, military expansionist, because I feel that's more descriptive. It's literally an expansionist power through military means. It's right there in the names. I guess we're done here. Listen, it's not my fault that I have to stab you. I guess it kind of is my fault, isn't it? Damn it. Alright, whatever. I accept. Whee. Oh, absolutely, Savacom. The Romulans would take the one that wouldn't put up a fight. The Klingons would take the ones that would. Well, the literal definition of an empire is actually really dry. That's neither here nor there, really. Oh, you mean the EU. Just to make sure. Where's the... I can't even tell. I think so? Yes, I'm right. I'm right. Okay. As I said before, there's not... Like, the literal definition of empire is very basic. In fact, here, I'll pull it up real quick. Hang on. A sovereign state functioning as an aggregate of nations or people that are ruled over by a singular monarch. That's it. That's the definition. That applies to a lot of different things, if you think about it. Alright, so, do I have the... Yes, I do. You know, honestly, that's exactly what I'm picturing, Blackfile. That's exactly what I'm picturing. Okay, so I want those to be... here? And then I need... Oh god, what are those? So I need the... Cocktail thing goes on this one. This one, this one, this one. And then I need... do I have anything else? I do. The carafes, which go here. And is that on top of the second one? No, it's the first one. There we go. I guess that's actually all I can do at the moment. Where do the dining tables go? Those are over there. Yeah. Okay. delicious oil. That's a movie I wanted to like more than I did, Takoya. Like, it was a cool concept, it was just... Oh, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Why am I so stupid? I love how people are just sleeping on the floors because I refuse to give them beds. I'm not evil or anything. It's just, you know, screw them. You know who gets a bed? Babs. My one true love. I can't even say it. Alright, let's get the dining table set up over here. So that's going to be this whole section, right? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Ah, for God's sakes. Hi. I love this sound effect. It sounds like they just went to someone in the office like, hey, sound like a ghost. Ooh. Thank you. I was actually just thinking about doing exactly that, Blackfile, believe it or not. Now I got this song stuck in my head. Oh my god! Ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. I can make more forges, but I don't have a lot of reason to yet. That would increase my throughput, but I'm out of silver. My problem is resources, not, you know, throughput. I don't have a pipe issue. But I am going to move this over here. Let's plop it down, like, right here. Ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. God, someone kill me. Well, how do you build a wall for a planet exactly, Gum Gum? Damn it, Dirk, no! We're gonna build a wall, and it's gonna be huge! I mean, planetary shields I'm all in favor of. But that's really not a wall in the strictest sense of the word. I guess you could say that's a wall. Alright, so these go where? Looks like here. And then over, over, up. And then over, over, up. There we go. What are those? Oh, those are cactails. I don't know how to make cactails. How do I make cactails? Meteors are usually pretty easy to deal with. I need prick... Okay, hang on, hang on. So I need 3 prickly pops. I need silver ingots for that, apparently. I need diggers, so I need 1 digger's jigger. Of course, I don't have any of that right now, do I? And then I need... I don't have any, do I? I'm gonna have to go grab some. Yeah, but generally speaking, something like if there was an actual meteor problem, that wouldn't be a planet's job. That would be the ship's job, if you follow. You send in a ship to deal with that, or ships, more accurately, but you get the idea. What's the name of that really stupid super weapon in Tor? Like the planet lockdown device or whatever it was? I don't know, Derek the Dragon. I mean, it's a very creative idea. The first game was actually pretty flawed, but, you know, still good. So it just seems like... What? But didn't I just... But yeah, the dumb thing. I mean, it's not the dumbest super weapon in that game, but... Really? Ah, you're right. I need the red cacti for that. That might be an issue. I don't know a good spot to pick up red cacti. Hey, free rails if I need them. No, it's the thing they were going to use in Coruscant. And you as the Jedi Knight, I believe. Stop it. It was the Jedi Knight or the Trooper? Which? Look, I'm just saying, we should use nukes to solve all our problems. That's what Michael Bay taught me. Damn, there are not many cacti around here, are there? This might actually be a problem. Oh my god, Zilog, no! Was it the Desolator? Whoops. Oh yeah, the Desolator was like the kills organic matter thing, wasn't it? Which is a pretty messed up concept when you think about it. Also a little short-sighted, but you know, that's super weapons in a nutshell for you. Let's destroy an entire planet with no means of ever being able to bring it back. Permanently destroying an absolutely gargantuan wealth of resources, history, and people. We are smirt. Morons. Alright, let's try east first, shall we? I was gonna say, don't we technically have plans for terraforming Mars now? Now, it'll take literally centuries, but I'm pretty sure such plans have already been drawn up and proven to be workable. It's just, it's gonna take absolutely forever. I haven't read up on that in a while, but I remember reading it and being going like, wow. See, Michael Bay. He knew what he was talking about. Okay, apparently it's in this thousands of years. My bad. That would be an interesting sci-fi story for you. Alien race shows up, says, "Hey, so we'll sell you the ability to terraform Mars. What do you give us for it?" Just terraform it. Just oh, hang on. There we go. Was it really just called the Planet Prison? God, it's a dumb name in addition to being a dumb weapon. How fast? Let's say 5 seconds. Just to be, generous. Something like that. All our palladium. Oh, God. Do you have any latinum? A decade? Nah, that'd be terrible. We'd have to give you a discount if it took a decade. God, that'd be ridiculous. Where's my... There they are. Oh my god. Earth becomes the new Arrakis. Wouldn't that would actually sounds like a comedy sci-fi thing. Earth becomes valuable to the galactic community because there's so many spices that only grow here. And like the galactic community becomes addicted to Earth spices. And all of a sudden, like, tons and tons of politicking happens because so many alien powers are like, oh my god, we need to control the spice trade. What am I missing? A gladiolus seed. Oh my god, where the hell do I get a gladiolus seed? I think I know what it is. Yeah, exactly. We become Arrakis. First become Arrakis theoretically, then become Arrakis literally because they strip mine Earth. I like my idea better, Hazardous. Think about it. What is this? Cumin. It's wonderful. The Plactarians love this stuff. I'll give you 15 quatlus for it. Is that good? Is that a lot? There is a lot of spice on Earth, like a lot. It's kind of weird when you think about it. See? Weouds understands the mentality here. They have FTL, but not BLT. That would be like the tagline for the story. I actually saw that Gum Gum, yeah. So these go here? Yep. Some monsters appear. No. You guys go deal with that. I'm busy. Okay. What else do I need? So I need the water jug, which I need silver for. Sunbrella. I have no idea how to get that. And more silver. Oh my god, one of them's attacking. No, wait, there's a big one. Die, 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 die. Continue dying. Endless death. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. It's okay. I have food this time. Sunbrella. Yeah, I spent like a good hour just cooking to make sure I had leftovers. is what I normally do. I got off schedule, that's all. The Gauntlet? That doesn't even sound familiar. Maybe that was it, I don't know. It has been a long time, admittedly, since I played Tor. Where's the... There it is. That's pretty impressive, actually, Dakota. The 100 years part, not the blown up part. This is the only thing I'm putting effort into making in this particular housing settlement, is the wall. We tried spikes, now we got a wall. A wall of iron. Anyways. Okay. It's not huge enough. Well, I couldn't make anyone else pay for it. Alright, I actually had a specific plan in mind. Oh yeah, wait here 7 seconds. AFK. Well, let's do this thing. It's everyone's favorite song. Alright, what do we get? 12 chunks of silver. Oh well. Yes, Savacom. They get to live with sand. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, sand bedroom or sand beds, excuse me, wouldn't be that bad, right? Right? Anyways. I guess I could make another flop house. I guess. Sigh. But I'm gonna make it out of sand. No, there's no bugs here. Don't worry. One government system I don't like? All of them. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, there's no Rachna here, don't worry. I hope. Fingers crossed. Yeah, this song seriously is just earworm potential in a bad way. Nope, no Rachni Queens. We exterminated her and the fake one. And then it had no impact on the third game. God. Oh, that's not... Dang it. That's not... Wrong thing. I'd say must get away from the song, but if I go over here, the song won't stop. Nothing can stop the signal. Let's see. I need a bed. A crap bed! I need many crap beds. Actually, what I really need is a door. A crap door! God, that sounds horrible, Gum. Like, that legitimately sounds terrible. Do I have... Yeah, I can make more. Yeah, let's just make 100 beds really quick. There we go. Yeah, and then grunt... I forget, what else is needed for this other than the beds? Because Rex can die in the first game. Pots and a sign. I don't have pots or a sign. That's true. They could have used Okir, who is actually a pretty awesome voice actor, too. Among my favorite in terms of voice actors, actually. Why is this small? Hang on a bit. Okay, hang on. Here's what we're going to do. It's over. Now, are they going to stop? Are they going to stop playing the song? Nah! How about now? Oh my god. Why? Blissful silence. Yes, my motivation this entire time was to give Babs a roof. She's just so amazing. And she walks around in a dumb outfit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't consider the outfit that they wear to be particularly sexy. Call me a weirdo. Probably the EU version, Gum Gum. But, I mean, duh, really. I mean, who could possibly prefer the AU version, am I right? Right? What is? Bragwin. No, Now, I'd tell you for real, but you're probably not asking for real, so... Okay. Oops, let's grab these really quick. Oh my god. Is Bragwin here? Bragwin! Bragwin! Right here. These guys don't get a roof, by the way. She gets a roof, because she matters. Actually, so speaking sincerely for a second, so far she's the only character I actually like in this particular chapter. Babs, I mean. Now, I'm sure you guys know that that's just because she's an interesting character. But it is funny, isn't it, considering how much everyone is just goo-goo gaga eyes over her, that, oh, hey, you know, she's just this amazing character. She's so incredible. She's so loverly, or whatever. I don't know, dude. Gollum's alright. So far, he's a little too Bab-centric for me. No one will ever go without beds again! And just to be, like, thorough about it. There! You have places to sleep! Do I have lighting on me? I have lighting. I can do lighting. We'll do these two. We'll do a lantern over here, right next to all the straw, and a sconce right next to the straw. Perfect. I like it. They have places to sleep. And she gets a roof. Actually, let's complete her roof situation here, shall we? No, this town... It's okay. Wherever you go, there's sand. So the reason they don't have a lot of fire hazard safety is because they don't need it. I mean, think about it. What's going to happen? They're going to run out of sand to plug the holes? Two chairs? They don't have water. They don't need water. They have booze. Chairs. Sure. I'm gonna have to go make those. The blades? I mean, they make sense. You always need your Section 31, am I right? But their origins are, interesting. Exactly, Zillow. No, you just put sand on it, dude. It'll be fine. I don't even see the problem here. Yeah, the katana obsession... I mean, I get it. It's all because of where their organization started, but it's... And that's my only real problem with the blades, is the way their organization got going to begin with. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, chairs. You want me to make chairs for some reason. Sure. Yeah, absolutely, Gum Gum. There's nothing really stopping them other than the fact that they happen to be a Daedric Lord. Can someone stab Crazy Norse for me? Just in the face? Because he's a Nazi? What counts if a couch doesn't count? How is a couch not a chair? Fine, what's a chair? I'll just sit here and wait. Patiently. Yeah, that's true, Dream Whisperer. Okay, stone, what's that? Stone table. Stone stool. Okay, there. Like 10 stone stools. These don't even qualify as chairs. Stupid worthless, dumb chair things. There, 3 chairs. It is now a done-up dormitory. Dormitory, apparently. It still doesn't even have a one fancy level. Probably because it's made of sand. Dude, the double-decker couch is amazing. It's the dumbest idea ever. Roof? Nah. I want them to be open to the world. The couch, I'll save that for my place, which is still going up there. On high, Sultan. I should actually get a little bit of my area ready to go, shouldn't I? Help me out, guys. Where should I put my Palace of Golden Splendor? Because I could put it, like, here, at this level. Or... up here. Or... hang on. God dang it. Ah! Hang on. Having trouble reaching it. But it needs to be super high. How can I... I could also build down instead. That was the other idea. Here we go. Build it up here, you know. I wonder what the build height cap is. There's the build height, right there. So I can't build at this height, really, because that is the build height. Okay, do I have any food? I don't know. Nope, I have one food. Food. So, this is too high. I could build down from there, but God, that would be a pain in the arse to set up. No, I'll take Crazy Norse's advice and just not build my house of solid gold. God! Alright, let's finish this thing up. So what do I need here? Well, part of the problem is, if you pay attention to the history of the Cyrodiilic empires, of which there are 3, actually, but I forget all the proper names right now, all the emperors kind of suck, historically speaking. Like, all of them. Patrick Stewart was an exception, not a rule. Like, there have been a couple of good rulers. Literally a couple. Actually, I guess you could probably say there's like 3 or so. But there's not many is the point I'm trying to make here. So, Titus, or Titus, or whatever his damn name is. Yeah, he's not a very good ruler compared to the old, what he's going up against. But at the same time, there's only so much competition there. Looks like 3. Yep. Yeah, no kidding, Dakota. I'm not super impressed with it. This is a huge building project. I get that you can complete it piecemeal, and I do like that you get more resources as you start completing pieces of it, but still, this is huge. And this is the main quest. This is like... Whoops. This is the only real thing I have to do right now, is do this. Right? Why not? Oh, wrong thing. Duh. That's not it. Ah! That's 2 blocks in the wrong place. There we go. God dang it. Yep, I literally need 6 more blocks. God. Oh god, imagine if they didn't, Dakota. Yes, Malroth has discovered the joys of booze. Like you do. Oh, come on, I could make that jump. I suppose you could say that, Gum Gum, but that's more opinion than fact. Actually, I should probably do this. Okay. Now what do I need? So I still need those light things, which I need to check. Something here. So I need gold for those, obviously. 1 more silver for that. Yep, I cannot make the light things. That's what I figured. So I can't make the light things. And I can't make the gold things. Hello, Larian. Well, since this is Dagiro's song, I suppose I could fill it with water. Just because it's Dagiro's song, though. I still need to make deck chairs. 3 deck chairs. I need to put the water jug over there. I have that right now. Well, you tell me. How's it looking, Larian? Oh, hey, that apparently turns in that quest. What do you know? Speaking of digging, the whole town's buzzing about these deep, dark tunnels you open up. Reminds me of old Crumbledun legend, a sorrowful story of unrequited love. Once upon a time, a maiden with beautiful locks of long, flowing hair showed up in Crumbledun. Before long, she'd fallen head over heels in love with the most handsomest geezer in the whole island. Why was he so old? But this bloke was a bit of a man about town, if you know what I mean. The maiden's affection turned to jealousy, and then hatred. One night, in a hateful rage, she tied her hair in silky soft ponytail, strangled the poor blighter in his sleep, and ran away to the mine, never to be seen again. Holy crap. Don't worry, it ain't a true story, just something the miners made up. You never guess it to look at us, but we Crumbledunners have a romantic side, too. Nah. Yeah, Dagiro always felt like a place that should have been fleshed out more, to me, Safacon. Like, there was supposed to be more, and they ran out of time, basically. Now, I've got a favor to ask. Well, with a new pub on the way and more tunnels to explore, could you give us Oh, level up the town. Got it. I'll go level up the town. And I leveled up the town. Listen, Laura, I realized all the talk about miners bringing misery on their own heads was a load of cobblers. The children of Argon said the glint of metal sowed the seeds of greed in our hearts and made us scrap over every scrap. They said light blinded us to the truth. But that ain't true at all. The sparkle of silver and the gleam of gold is what gives us hope. It is the only thing worth getting. It doesn't burn bridges, it builds them. We need more gold than before. I don't know what to say about that. Alright. So it is actually time for me to chop off and eat. However, before we do that, it's time for the fountain. Behold the power of the fountain. The mega fountain. Just make sure it's there. We go. Okay. Behold the power of the phantom fountain. Get down from there, Babs. Oh my God, hearts. Oh my God, she has a freaking bikini. You've got to be kidding me. Game. Do they have bikinis? They have bikinis. They have speedos. Oh, that's actually worse than a speedo. That's like a loincloth. Oh my God. Yeah, now they're not going to mine anymore. They're just going to go here. Alright.